Hey everybody, sorry about that. I didn't have my earpiece in. I do now. What a bummer. That was awesome too. Anyway, no, I was just going over we over the weekend we had such a good time answering questions about the brand. A lot of people hadn't ever implemented a skincare routine into their lives, and so that was fun. Just kind of going through what I like to do and products I like to use and when to use them and what separates our brand from other products and things of that nature. And so that was a lot of fun. And by the way, anybody who took the time to come over and talk to us, a lot of Bulletproof and Upgrade Lab customers have been just kind of following the journey of the brand since the beginning in 2014. And people had such sweet things to say. That's why I love doing that conference. And it's kind of like, it's so much fun for me. That's why I don't leave the booth. That's why I don't eat until like 5 or 6 p.m. But it's just pure adrenaline. And I love just hearing uh, just feedback from beautiful customers, family. I call them family, just that have been so supportive from since day one. So thank you to everybody who came by and said nice things and asked really awesome questions, which is why we're doing this because I'm sure you all have a lot of the same questions that we heard quite often over the weekend. And if you have any, please feel free to write in the comment section, and I'll answer them as we do these. And if not, I'll come back and answer them later on. So we did have, what was the first question that we answered?
If I could only afford to buy one product right now, what would it be?
Right. Okay. So the question was, if we could only afford to buy one product, what would it be? And for me, if you're going to take the time to do a clay mask, I mean, you're going to get undeniable results immediately. And so, hey, Brandy, thank you, by the way. You saved me. I would have spent, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes just talking to myself. And my bad. I didn't have my microphone plugged in. So, yeah, what the question was, if the customer could only afford one product, which one would it be and why? And I'm going to say the clay mask. And here's why. It's just, you're going to get undeniable results for a day or two of just really a nice radiant complexion. You're going to create so much blood flow of those stagnant capillaries to the surface of the skin, and you're going to exfoliate, you're going to cleanse, you're going to clear out those pores of unwanted dirt and oil, and then minimize those pores over time. So you're exfoliating, cleansing, and just renewing the skin as well by just creating so much blood flow and circulation to the surface of the skin. It's a little bit of a process, but really it's just water, or I like to use apple cider vinegar. Pellegrino, Gerolsteiner is great. Rose water is great. Let's see, aloe vera juice, I've heard. What else? What are some other ones? True Sea hydrogen water. That's really good. I've experimented with that as well. But yeah, if you're gonna take the time to do a clay mask, you're gonna see and feel the results for a long period of time. At the very least, that day, you're just gonna get that nice radiant complexion that I love. Nice, bright and healthy skin tone. So yeah, that's what I would get for number one. But if not, I would say gold serum is a close second. That's another one of those that has a nice little like luminous glow to it. It wasn't on purpose. It's just because of the CoQ10 and the combination of the CoQ10, jojoba oil, the different essential oils, and then the astaxanthin, which is like this really rich red algae. That kind of, I mean, getting that color that we got, it's like this it's gold. I mean, it's just like this nice gold color. So if you're looking for a little tint, so to speak, but it was unintended, without adding yellow 5 or yellow 6 artificial colors. I mean, we got it just straight through natural ingredients. So that's fun, but it's a nice added benefit that was unintended. The gold serum is great. Night cream gets so much value. A little goes so long with that because it's so thick and rich. So you can just kind of pat around. So you're going to get a couple months at least out of the night cream. So between those three, I think you should be fine, but it's really hard to decide because the daytime moisturizer, the cleanser is really great too. I mean, so yeah, and there I go. It's hard for me. I mean, but yeah, it just depends on what you're looking to do. And if you're going to take the time to do a clay mask, I understand it's a little bit of a process, but it's effective. And what was that? What was that second one?
What should I use on my face on days that I don't use the mask?
Okay, so the question was, what should you use on your face on days that you don't use a clay mask? And that's maintenance. I would cleanse in the morning with the Pearl cleanser, follow with the daytime moisturizer, whether it's a gold serum or our facial moisturizer, the regular one, and just at night, same thing, cleanse and then moisturize before you go to bed. You're gonna have that nice blood flow from the day before from the mask. It usually lasts a day or two, and then you can do it as needed the next day. But yeah, you're going to get that nice exfoliation and blood flow from the day before from the mask. So I mean, you wouldn't need to do something like a scrub in between. You can, but just make sure it's not overly harsh and yeah, so it's not counterproductive to the smoothness that you just got from the clay mask the day before. Let me answer Brandy's question right here. Hey, Brandy. I was literally just about to email you all about this. I'm seeing so many products lately with acids and exfoliation, so I'm curious if the mask, as you suggest, is an alternative to do similar thing to the skin. I admittedly don't use my mask enough in the beginning. Skin tone. Absolutely, yes. And so, yeah, I would recommend. I haven't found anything as effective as a clay mask, and I know it's going to sound like I'm upselling the brand, but the meteorite scrub, where is it? It's right here. This is actually so strong that I'm gonna have to talk to my chemist. It's this. We have a few of these. I've been through 2 bottles of them right now, and it's unbelievably effective to the point where it kind of. I mean, this is revision 1. I'll probably go through. I don't even know how many I'll go through. But it's already replaced the existing the scrub that I was using before. It has mandelic acid, a combination of hyaluronic acid, bamboo stem cells, pearl powder, French green clay, meteorite powder, as a tri-level system of these little poppy seeds, pomegranate seed shells, and then like it has a very good mixture of different particles for the scrub. Anyway, it's amazing. So, and it does have the acids that you're talking about. But um, for the clay mask and as far as exfoliation, I haven't even seen anything in med spas that compare to it. And there's a high content of ascorbic acid in there, which is really crossing that level of the dermis and just creating a lot of just it creates a lot of that brightened appearance that you're going to see after using the mask. But in addition to the 4 clays, the pearl powder, colostrum, organic kelp powder, and American ginseng, I mean, you're just getting so much. You're not only exfoliating, but you're feeding that freshly exfoliated area with good phytonutrients and just really good rich ingredients. The IGF-1 from the colostrum, and then the softness and the smoothness and the even skin tone capabilities that the pearl powder creates. So I hope that answers your question, but yeah, as far as products with acids and exfoliation, that's definitely going to be in our scrub, and it's definitely in the clay mask as well. Ours is ascorbic acid, which is a high potency form of vitamin C, and there's 10% of it in that clay mask. And I'd be very surprised if I've never found anything that compares to it, and I've tried everything, but yeah, it's in there for sure. I would do it a little bit more. I know it's a little bit of a process, but I would do it at night. I would definitely do it at night if you're going to brighten up really quick. So that meteorite is a new scrub coming out. Yes, absolutely. I'm yeah, it's almost too potent right now. So we're gonna work on that. I want to work on the aroma a little bit. This is revision 1, but it's amazing. It really is. But it just peels away the layers of the skin with mandelic acid and hyaluronic, and it has so much in it. It has a little ways to go, but yeah, we're working on that, and I'm doing my best to get this out as quick as possible to you guys. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. I hope you're doing well.
Next question is, what can I add to my mask to enhance the smell or upgrade the power of the mask?
Right. Okay. So this is a great question. This gets asked pretty commonly in our inbox and support. And so it's, what can we do to counteract the scent and the aroma of the clay mask. And so I would definitely recommend something that's going to, if you're using apple cider vinegar, I would definitely use sweet orange oil to counteract the acidity of the apple cider vinegar. Lemongrass is great. Lavender oil, clary sage, lavender. Did I just say lavender? Okay, I meant ylang ylang, lemongrass, sweet orange. Blood orange oil is great. Pink grapefruit. So you want to be sure that you're not using things that are going to be really harsh on the skin, like tea tree. The only thing I would use tea tree oil with in the mask is to spot treat a certain area that you have a pimple or an infection or something like that. So yeah, between those essential oils, it's really going to deal with the earthiness of the clay mask. But that's organic kelp powder that I really need in there. It's loaded with phytonutrients, and it's essentially a superfood. Crossing that layer, just as treating your skin like another mouth. I mean, you want to get that good, that superfood content. It's loaded in vitamin A, it's loaded in vitamin C, it's loaded in vitamin K and B12 and sodium alginate. And so it's a blue-green algae that you really, I feel like that close to the skin. That's why you see it so commonly included in ingredient decks and spa treatments, because it's just that effective. I mean, it's in there for a reason. And I have to keep it there. But there are ways to counteract it through good essential oils. And I hope that answers that question. And that should do the job. Between those essential oils, personally, I like sea buckthorn, lemongrass, clary sage, ylang ylang, and sweet orange. So, yeah.
Why do I need a derma roller in my life?
Okay, yeah. So the question was, why do you need to use a derma roller? And that's, it looks a little intimidating. Do I have one on there? No. And so the little titanium microneedles, it has 600 titanium microneedles in the head of our derma roller. And so what it does is and you can just control it with the pressure of your own hand, just light to medium pressure, just make little tiny X's and plus signs in the target area. Now, if you want to go under the eyes, in between T-zone, just to release a lot of that congestion in the nasal area, I mean, my little travel hack, by the way, is just one quick roll underneath the eyes, apply a little gold serum, rub it in the, like, say, airport bathroom before you, I don't know if you just did a red eye or if you're going to a presentation. That's something. It's just a game changer, just to loosen up that, say if you have any puffiness or congestion from a long flight, breathe in and all that recycled air. It's something you're gonna get, like a nice little vibrant appearance. It's almost like cheating a little bit, but yeah, these are really high quality titanium microneedles that I like to roll all over my face, neck, behind the ear area to open up the outer layer of the skin for optimal absorption, not only of the ingredients of the products, but to create these tiny little micro wounds signaling to your body to create its own collagen. And as a result, you're going to create a thicker collagen, a thicker skin layer, and just a brighter skin tone on top of that from just crossing that outer layer of the skin and increasing the absorption of the products that you put on it. Now, whether that's clay mask or letting that completely dry and getting that full blood vessel constriction and all that circulation generated from it, and then rinsing off. Cold rinse to close the pores, follow with a gold serum. I mean, that's my routine. And it's effective. There's going to be a little rosy and a little red where it's a little alarming, but that's all that blood flow that was created to the surface of the skin. And that just, it tones down, it calms down after about 20 or 30 minutes, but you're gonna look and feel great. I promise, guaranteed. So do we have any more? No? That's pretty much it. So yeah, I mean, if we're always here and happy to answer any of your questions, and if you watch this and if you have any questions of your own after this is done, feel free to leave them and we'll answer them when we can. But again, thank you so much to the people that came over to our booth over the weekend at the Upgrade Labs conference, and so many faces that I've seen since 2014. That really means a lot to me. I mean, the support is from the Bulletproof family, from even like new customers around it and alike, and it's just it really drives us, and it's a lot of fun for me. So thank you to everybody out there, and we're going to keep keep it going, stay the course with just making new dynamic ingredient decks that really stand alone in the industry. I mean, that's why I do this, is because there's a way to do it. There's a way to do it, and we're just gonna stay the course on the path that we're headed. And I love this stuff, so I'm just getting started. So you guys have a good rest of your day, and thanks again for all the support. We appreciate it.